Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to another video on Starseed Academy. My name is Jenny. So today I want to take you on a journey, and it's a journey of healing, of expansion, and of initiation. And I'm going to turn this into a series, and I feel really called to start with the root chakra. Now I know that there are chakras that are lower, the Earth Star chakra for example, but I feel really called that this is what the collective needs right now as a base. And that's because the root chakra is holding within it right now all of the limiting beliefs that were taught to us as children, right? So as you're growing up, you are a sponge and you are absorbing and accepting everything that you are being shown and taught as ultimate truth. So it gets ingrained really deeply. It's so deeply inside of us. And it's very difficult for people to move past those boundaries. And it can be in a lot of ways. A lot of people experience this as a lack mentality. So they have problems opening their flow of abundance. And as a result are stuck in careers or jobs that they don't love, caught in the 9-to-5 program. And also they are in belief that money is bad or that rich people have bad intentions. All of these different kinds of beliefs can be a result of what you were taught as a kid about money and the programming that you received. And if you really think about all the things that your parents said about money, I mean, for instance, in the house that I grew up in, what was said all the time is that you have to work like a dog to get ahead in life. Work so hard, work beyond hard, like slave labor to get ahead in life. Or that you have to have a certain amount of schooling, or that you have to pick a place, like a job, and then stay there 20 years in order to get ahead. What were you told? Because those comments that your parents made, they seeped in and are held in your root chakra. And it's not just about money, but a really powerful exercise would be for you to write down all of the things that your parents said about money as you were growing up. What was their relationship with money like? What did they say about it? Did they say something similar to what I'm telling you, that you have to work really hard? Or did they say that rich people are not to be trusted, greedy? Are rich people greedy? What is that? What did they say? Because if those beliefs are in your root chakra, your base, your foundation for your energetic body, your energetic system, that's the base, right? If that's what's in there, then that's what you'll experience. Because we create from within. It goes from within and then projects outwards and then becomes made manifest in the world around us. Our outward lives, circumstances, and situations are just reflections of the beliefs that we carry within, of the frequency that we carry within. It would be very, very probably eye-opening, but also very healing and helpful for you to write down what your parents said about money. Okay, what did they say also about relationships? And if they didn't say it in words, what did they show you through their actions? What did they teach you about relationships? Was there some really obvious issues with gender roles? Was there some issues with certain kinds of love or relationships not being accepted, not being okay? Was it a very closed-minded view of what a healthy relationship is? Or what's normal, or what's acceptable by society? Were your parents, did they fight all the time? Was one overly dominant or controlling? Was another one a doormat? These are all grids or blueprints for what your inner child and your energetic system grew from. Everything that you were taught from the moment you were born until, I think it's 7 or 8 years old, it forms your viewpoint on the world. It's the blueprint from which your energetic system was built upon. if you want to progress further than you are at right now in your relationships, in your abundance, or even in your relationship with yourself, right? Because that's a relationship too. How did your parents teach you to treat yourself? By how they treated themselves or how they spoke to you? Did they put you down or did they encourage you? Were they constantly comparing you to others and making you feel like less than? There are so many ways that we can get really taken over by these kinds of beliefs, and they hurt us. And now this isn't about putting down our parents at all. They absolutely did the best they could. I guarantee you they did. The best they could with what they had to offer. And a lot of those older generations did not have the understanding and the knowledge that we have, or the self-awareness, which is huge, huge. They were on autopilot. They were repeating things that they were told, keeping the patterns going. A lot of their beliefs came from their own childhoods. A lot of their self-esteem issues, self-worth issues came from the way they were treated as a kid. But they weren't self-aware enough or healed enough to do better with you in a lot of cases. So have compassion. A lot of them still live in those small places, in those small worlds that they built for themselves, afraid to expand beyond those rules that they feel keep them safe, or those roles that they feel keep them safe, those beliefs, right? It's like a comfort zone, but it's a small box. We don't need that. You don't need that to be safe. The most amazing thing that I can think of would be to just throw out all of your beliefs. Do you need beliefs? Aren't they always going to be limiting? Aren't they always going to hold you to some kind of standard one way or the other? What if you didn't even, this is beyond quantum right now, because really what we can do is, of course, build beliefs that support us and help us. But of course, I always like to take things one step further and say, what if you didn't even have any? What if you lived every single moment just totally present with what life brought to you, and then just went on how it made you feel? You don't have to have a preconceived notion or belief. You can tune in. How does this make me feel? How do I feel about this? And it can be this in flow. Then you're in flow. It's ever evolving. It's not a structure or something held in place. Your beliefs are just flow. Your beliefs are for the present moment. That would be freedom. Let's work for that. But in the meantime, let's clear out the limiting beliefs that were inserted, absorbed, and now being held in your root chakra. So I would really encourage you to either pause this or do it after this, but to do the exercise where you write down what your parents told you about money and then what their relationship with money was like. And you can see how their beliefs created their reality, right? And then do it on relationships. What did your parents teach you about the romantic relationships, family relationships, and self-relationship? And then how did it reflect in how did they feel about themselves? Were they confident? Were they at peace within? Did they have a healthy romantic relationship? Was their family dynamic healthy? And you can see how the beliefs created the reality. So now that we know that your beliefs are going to create your reality, and if your reality is not reflecting everything that you want it to, if there's not the abundance and the freedom and the love and the support, all of the things that you're looking for, let's get into that root chakra and dig out, excavate the old stuff. It's all just stories, right? You don't need it to feel safe. You can choose to remove it and you'll be okay. You'll instantly expand and move beyond those limiting structures that originally built your blueprint. Are you ready for that? If you are, then please join me in this session, which will be a clearing, an activation, an expansion, an upgrade, and an alignment. So we're really going to go deeply into this root chakra initiation. It's like root chakra 5D. So let's get there. And we'll start at the very base of our energy system. Now, the reason why I want to start with the root chakra is because I know that that's where everything is being held and stored, and that everything that's being held and stored is what is creating your reality. What I'd like you to do is get comfortable in your seat. You should be either sitting up or you can lay down, but make sure that your spine is straight. And I also want you to place both hands over your heart chakra when you're doing this. This really takes the healing that I'm sending to you, takes that beautiful energy and sends it right in to your heart where you can receive it. And then we're also going to be picturing the root chakra, and I'll be describing it as I'm doing my energy work to help you visualize it. So do your best to be listening to my words and then also visualizing it as we go through it, and be in receiver mode, which means that be open to receiving and accepting this energetic transmission and this healing. So you can also visualize your root chakra as a book that's opening to a new page for new healing. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, beautiful soul. So you're going to start by placing your hands over your heart, closing your eyes, and take some deep breaths with me now. So we're going to take an inhale in, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath at the top, and then exhale, 2, 3, 4. Here we go on the inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Another nice deep breath in, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now I just want you to keep breathing in a nice deep way, deep relaxed breaths. I now call in Archangel Michael to set up an energetic container of protection around everyone that is participating in this healing. Set out the energetic container like a beautiful egg-shaped glowing light. This light is white and it is gold, and it is pure protection. You are safe to open up to this healing. You are safe to surrender to this process. You are safe. Archangel Michael holds you now in his beautiful, gentle embrace while you allow yourself to transform, to be vulnerable, and to fully go all in with this process. I also call upon Archangel Raphael, the Archangel of Healing, to please connect this healing physically, energetically, and emotionally, so that we are healing quantumly, multidimensionally. We thank you. I also call in Archangel Haniel to bring in the divine feminine intuition and blessing, to bring in her light language, her soft and gentle healing. Thank you, Archangel Haniel, for joining us. I now call in the team, the spirit team of everyone who is participating in this healing. Let each individual soul's team surround them now. The team that is there for their highest good, for their highest healing. Whether that be angels, ancestors, galactic beings, all the beautiful beings of each team, please join your soul. Please surround them now with your love, your assistance, and your support as we go through this process. Thank you so much. We love you. Tuning into your root chakra now, which is a red chakra, a bright but deep red, ruby red. It's an orb of light, it's an orb of energy at the base of your spine. So bringing in first to surround this beautiful chakra, we're going to start with pink light. Pink light is the most gentle. It is unconditional love. It is soft, gentle healing, easily absorbed and accepted by this chakra. So we start out now by surrounding this chakra on all sides, top and bottom, with this beautiful pink light. And as we hold space for this pink light and the root chakra, we give it some time to be submerged, saturated by this pink light. And very slowly, as this beautiful root chakra realizes that there is nothing to fear, it very slowly starts to allow the pink light to seep inwards, slowly absorbing the pink light now from the outer layer, pulling it down all the way into the core, sending in that beautiful pink light with waving frequency waves, like radio waves. Or you can picture it like ripples, but heading inwards towards the center point, sending the ripples inwards, sending this pink light with inward ripples towards the center and core of your root chakra. This is a very gentle energy, and I feel your root chakra accepting it. As it accepts the pink light, it begins to expand. It expands around this beautiful pink light, and I will just keep sending the pink light in until the expansion has completed. The root chakra knows what it needs. It just continues to expand, expand, expand. Beautiful. Now we're going to switch over to white light of source, white light sparkling energy, life force. And this white light that we are now sending into the chakra from all sides, top and bottom, fully surrounding and saturating this root chakra with white light now. And the white light is cleansing. It's activating. It brings this chakra online. It wakes it up, giving that root chakra a moment to sit with this white light as it gets used to this high frequency, as it relaxes. Take a deep breath now into the root. So as you inhale, feel that air travel downwards through your body, all the way through your energetic system into the root. As you inhale, the root chakra expands with your breath. As you exhale out all of the old dense energy that you no longer need. Inhaling once again into the root. Very good. As the root chakra relaxes, it slowly starts to absorb this white light. Activation, clearing and cleansing, beautiful source light. Feel the white light beginning to penetrate through the root. Maybe a little more expansion happens for you as we send in the white light. This chakra has now been sent the loving, unconditional pink light, the clearing, cleansing, and activating white light. Now we're going to take a look inside this newly expanded chakra and see what needs to be removed. So we're seeing some old limiting beliefs here from childhood. You may even see a vision of yourself as a child, your face, an expression that you had. Maybe you feel the way that you felt. But these limiting beliefs look like a small grid, a small energetic grid of lines all connecting, similar to a drawing on a blueprint, where there are shapes and they all connect together, and it was a plan set in motion for your growth and your raising you up as a child. Now this plan includes your plan for making money while you're here on the earth and your relationship with wealth. It also includes your relationship with yourself and the programming you received and the coding you received. In this blueprint, we're also seeing about our relationship with others. What is acceptable, what is not acceptable. How we sometimes need to make ourselves small in order to make others feel comfortable. How often we've dimmed our lights in order to make others feel safe and accepted. How often we've said, that's okay, and accepted less financially because we thought, well, I don't want to be greedy. That'll be okay. That'll be enough. That'll do. No. We do not settle for this tiny little program. It's not enough for an expansive starseed soul, and it's no longer serving us. Maybe we believed it kept us safe at one time. Maybe we believed that we needed this structure, this life plan, these beliefs. But they're keeping us boxed in our relationships, in our finances, in our abundance. And in a way, it's stopping us from pursuing our wildest heart dreams. Because this here, this little grid of beliefs, this is what we've believed to be safe. And that in the heart chakra, those wild heart dreams, those are huge. They're like a storm running through. They're so expansive, they can't be tamed, and it doesn't feel safe. Well, just the opposite is true, Starseed. You are the safest when you are in flow. When you are in flow, you are free to evolve and expand. When you are in flow, life flows through your beautiful heart. And there is no feeling trapped. There is no feeling heavy. There's no heaviness. There's no density and flow. There's no pain and hurt and regret and guilt. There's no illness or dis-ease. It's flow. That is how we were meant to live, without structures that hold us back to keep us safe. No, we don't need that anymore. We're going to choose open heart living, flow. Our beliefs are what the present moment tell us they are. We can tune in every moment and instinctually and intuitively know exactly what we need. We can live spontaneously, where we don't try to predict and plan out our conversations and interactions, where we are truly ourselves in the most spontaneous, authentic way. Life doesn't need a plan. Life needs you to be present and real and authentic. To be fired up with your passion and your dreams, to believe in yourself. You deserve all of that, everything. So let's remove what's holding you back. Are you ready? If you're ready, take a deep breath with a loud exhale. Deep breath in, as you let go. Another deep breath in, as you let go. One more in. Let it go. Picture your root chakra opening up now for a release. Open it up like a book. And I'm going to reach in for you now. Gather up all of this blueprint, all of these plans, all of these old belief structures, all of the heavy density of your childhood. And I'm going to remove it. As I remove it, you might feel a little tug. We're going to ask Archangel Michael to cut the cords and take this heavy package with him, and he will take it to the violet flame to be transmuted, and that energy will be able to be transformed and reused. What we have now in the root chakra is an empty space where all of this density and heaviness and all of these beliefs, this grid, this program, this blueprint, this plan, what you thought you needed, it's all gone. Maybe that feels a little scary right now, but I'm telling you that you are safe to experience true freedom. And what we're going to do with that empty space is fill it with love and light. So again, waving in with ripples heading inwards, pink light, unconditional love. You are worthy. You are deserving. It is safe for you to dream and want things. Don't be afraid to desire material things, adventures, travel, experiences, money, relationships. Your desires are sacred. It is spiritual to have dreams and want things. It is spiritual to be rich, to have money. It is spiritual because you are spiritual. You are a high vibrational, high intentional soul. Money is neutral. It's about the soul that has it. What will you do with it? Money is a neutral energy. Call it in to your life and use it for good. Filling up that root chakra with all of these new beautiful freedom codes, abundance codes, unconditional love codes, safety codes. You are safe because you exist. You are safe everywhere in this universe. You are safe inside your physical body. You are safe with your astral body. You are an eternal, unending soul. Nothing can harm you. Nothing can stop you. And nothing can hold you back once you see it. Once you see the truth of it and call in that freedom. Allowing the root now to be filled with pink light, white light. The expansion is complete. Now we're going to upgrade this chakra. The upgrade energy looks like golden flecks. I'm going to sprinkle now like rain over top of your root chakra, golden flecks. They are going to evenly coat the top of your root chakra, so that you have an even golden layer of alchemical transformation energy. We are transmuting. Now, as that golden layer sits on top of your root chakra, we're going to warm it up and liquefy it. And as it begins to melt, it seeps deeply into this chakra. And your root chakra responds by pulling in the golden energy to the center. Like when a plant pulls moisture into its roots, you pull this golden energy, you drink it up, drink it in, pull the transformation inwards. Fully saturating the root all the way through, right to the core. And now your root chakra is this beautiful deep red color, but it has a golden sheen when the light hits it just right. So magical. We have cleared, expanded, activated, brought online, and now upgraded, turned over your root chakra into its highest version of itself. Now we're going to create some movement here, because moving energy is healthy energy. We start a spin in the root chakra, getting that chakra in motion and in alignment. And we are spinning around and around and around, a little faster, around and around and around. Perfect. Beautiful. I'm going to take the tail end of this chakra now, and you can picture it like the bottom of a tornado, like an energetic funnel, and I'm just going to pull it downwards, stretch it downwards to be grounded into the earth. We're going to pull it down through the top layer of grass, through the earth's crust, through the stones, through the boulders, going down through the magma, all the way down through earth's layers to the hollow core within Gaia's crystal core. And we're taking that root chakra and we are wrapping it around those crystals, anchoring them into Gaia, and she responds by absorbing that energy. You are fully anchored and grounded. And this will help your manifestations, your creations, because Gaia is full of creation magic, and she shares it with you now through this beautiful connection. This root chakra energy, as we follow it back up through the layers of the earth, we arrive back in the root, and we're going to pull it upwards now towards the sacral chakra, the next chakra in line. That is your divine feminine energy, your intuition, your creative womb, your softness, your nurturing, your wildness. Pulling that root chakra up to the sacral, we're going to connect the two together, creating an unbroken pathway, because it's not just about the chakras and energy centers, it's about the pathways in between. We need a clear channel fully from the core of the earth all the way up to source. And so for this root chakra, its two connections are the earth and now the sacral. Pulling it up towards your sacral. The sacral chakra is an orange chakra, like a sunset, orange with a little bit of red to it. And we are going to connect the root to the sacral now by clicking it into place underneath. So pulling up the root chakra now, seeing the sacral coming up from underneath and twisting, clicking it into place. And it went effortlessly. So now you have that unbroken channel all the way up to the sacral. So we're going to ask now Archangel Michael to seal in this healing of the root, to seal in this upgrade with another beautiful bubble of golden light and white light. Seal everything in. Seal in this healing. And as he seals everything in, your root chakra settles back into its original position, in its new state with its beautiful aligned movement. I want to thank Archangel Michael for assisting us with this today. Archangel Raphael, thank you so much. Archangel Haniel, thank you. I want to thank every one of your team members and to thank you as the soul for showing up in this way, because when you heal and you work on yourself and you upgrade and align, you affect the entire collective of humanity and you help Gaia. Everything that you do for yourself with your energy and your healing is reflected and mirrored back by the world around you. So thank you. Taking a nice deep breath now as we return to the present moment. Start to wiggle your toes and fingers. Come back into your body. Notice any sensations that you're feeling. Accept your new beautiful upgrade. feel the freedom and the expansiveness of not having a bunch of limiting beliefs in there or things that you should do or should believe. It's a little scary at first to feel so open and so free, because you are going to rebuild your energetic body as we go through this series together, starting with the root. And you are also rebuilding your life, your path. It's time. We are our highest selves already. In this moment, you are your highest self. In this moment, you are on your highest timeline. Feel it. This is it. This is what it feels like to align with your highest self, your highest path, your highest timeline. This moment. Your highest timeline is not an outward destination. It's a choice. You make choices and you create it and you become it. It's a choice. This was the first step. So please continue to tune in as this series evolves of initiation for each chakra. As we go up, we are rebuilding. We are the Rainbow Warriors already. You are already everything you need. You have it all within you. We're just going to bring it all online in a very powerful way. So please know that integration will happen for the next few days, but especially the next 48 hours. Integration does look different for every soul, but it generally involves some kind of release. So that could be an emotional, sometimes it's sadness, a wave of sadness, tears possibly, could be anger, could be frustration. Allow it to happen. Don't interact with it, because what's coming up is the old stuff. We've shaken a lot loose. It needs to come up and leave. What's coming up is leaving. So don't interact or engage with it. That's how it gets back in, gets its hooks back in. You don't do that. You observe it. You can send it love. You can say thank you for everything that you've taught me and send it on its way. But do not interact with it beyond that. Do not engage it. It is leaving. Allow it to leave. Okay? Also, for integration, please drink a lot of water. For the next 24 hours, just try to take in double the amount of water that you normally would. So just always have some water with you. If you can make it lemon water, even better. That's a natural detoxant. Again, this is because we've shaken a lot loose. We've removed things. We've added things in. We need to flush the system now to really make this reset hold and to take place, and to rinse or flush out any remaining density or heaviness that was shaken loose that hasn't left your system yet. Okay, so please leave in the comments below what you experienced during this initiation. And then if you want to also let us know your integration period, what that looked like, please feel free to share it. Just know that as you share and comment, you are helping others, because other people are reading those comments and feeling seen and heard because they know they're not alone, or they are learning from you, or you're helping them have aha moments and realizations as well. So please feel free to be very open and share in the comments section. I want to thank you all for doing this work. This is the work we're here to do. This is it. We're transforming from within to without. Everything begins within. I love you all so much. Thank you for showing up for yourself in this way. Thank you for showing up on Earth. Thank you for being here. Please like this video, share it for others, and subscribe to the channel. I'll make a playlist for this series so that it's easy to find each video as we go along. So make sure you're subscribed for new videos every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. And before you go, please remember, listen to your heart and the quiet voice within, because you are so much more than the body you are in. Thank you so much, beautiful souls. Have a good day.